Good morning. It's Tuesday, February 9th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan and we are here for Advanced Tai Chi. My coffee, having coffee. Get your coffee, we're going to talk about this for a minute. Coffee, tea, beverage, which your choice. Water. Alright, so back in January, I decided and I announced that we're going to split the Tai Chi sessions into a beginning session or a very basic session and a more advanced session. We're still doing that. This is still the advanced session. If you came here for advanced Tai Chi, you're in the right place. All right. What I have tripped over as teacher and in trying to put together some of the material is that a lot of what I have learned is based on a particular form, right? So we start with brush knee. We start with ward off. We start with all kinds of movements that are fundamentally the same no matter what system you're practicing. Small differences in the way they're done, small differences in the outer posture, but fundamentally the same. The problem with this is that if I'm talking about that on a basic level, there's no point of reference. The person who's studying doesn't have anything to refer back to. They just started. What am I supposed? What you talking about? All right. So my decision was that on Mondays we're going to focus on basic Tai Chi, beginner level, as if you're just getting started, and I'm going to use Yang style Tai Chi as the example. I'm going to continue a little bit more in depth with some things in Yang style Tai Chi, and I'm going to treat it as a comprehensive, not what I did last year, which was to take something out and create a small room form. I'm changing that. For today's session, I'm going to focus on Wudang Tai Chi. At the very beginning of our set, and I'm going to get busy here in a minute. We're going to get busy here in a minute. The very beginning of the set, there is a series of moves that don't go anywhere, really, that this room will accommodate. And there are some other principles, some other things that I've learned as a result of my study of Wudang Tai Chi that, for me, put it more in the advanced group. Not that there aren't people with Yang style people, I'm also in the advanced group. Part of what we do as advanced practitioners is to compare and to discuss. That's not real good for this session. I'm doing this morning to explain. We're going to give me another 47 seconds, okay? Seriously, 47 seconds. Count it. All right. So what I would like to do, and I still have to work it out, is to do more of maybe an audio thing, podcast kind of a thing, where that discussion of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and maybe bring in some other teachers to contribute to that discussion. I think that's going to be more conducive to learning. It's going to be something that is not visual, right? So my standing here talking doesn't give you a real good visual. It doesn't. It's me standing here talking. Focus on the movements here. A little bit of, there still has to be some discussion, but take that discussion into another arena. Thank you for indulging me. I appreciate it. I'm going to get a sip of coffee, and we're going to talk about the beginning sections of Wudang Taiji. That may have been just a little over 47 seconds, but not much. All right, Wudang Taiji. I'm going to get started here. It's a different opening than Yang's Taiji. See? I have not warmed up. I'm going to warm up before I really do this, all right? You see what I'm saying about not going anywhere just yet? Alright? So, we have several moves at the beginning that include, and I talked about this yesterday, Pang Mu Ji An, ward off, press, pull down, push. I just did them. I did. Alright? So, you will also notice, I'm going to do the beginning from Yang style again, what we did yesterday. Where am I? Alright, I'm here. From Yang style. This is the advanced class, guys. Hello? Alright? This is from Yang style. Turn around, single whip. And we don't get to single whip nearly as quick in Wudang style. It's further down the road. It's further down the road. Alright, so here, opening. Yeah, there's more going on there. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes, there is. That's the beginning. We didn't get single whip yet. Alright? This is what we're going to work on this session. I gave you the comparison so that you can understand quite literally the differences. It's right there side by side. Again, I've studied Wu style, I've also studied Chen style. Neither one have I practiced enough that I'm going to stand here and do either one of them. If I'm judging, I'm good enough that I recognize what's going on, and I'm looking for consistency. I talked about that before. If I'm judging somebody, I'm going to look for consistency within that individual in what they're doing. If it's supposed to be Yang style, I'm going to be looking for Yang style. If you're in an open division, then I'm going to look for whatever you're doing. If you're in a division that says this is a Yang style division, I'm going to look for Yang style. I am. If you're in a Wu style division, I'm going to look for Wu style. Alright? Same for Chen style. So, bear in mind that the systems are different. Again, I called this out before. This is advanced class. You're supposed to know at least a little something about one of the systems. If you don't, welcome, but it's going to be quick. Alright? So, at the very beginning, I'm alright. I was thinking whether or not I was going to warm up for this, and I'm going to keep it modest, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, at the very beginning, we're standing feet together, salute. For me, this is going to be the same regardless of what I do. Okay? Feet together, feet here, I've been taught is rude. This is not good. This is fine. Feet together. Left hand palm, right hand fist. Bring it back and down. Sink onto the right. I'm going to turn around. We're going to do this together, but you can do it with me if you want. Sink onto the right leg. Left heel presses out. Turn the toes. Sink onto the left leg. Pull the right toes in. Press out on the heel. Turn the toes. Center. Turn to the left side. Both hands reach down along the knee. This does go all the way down. Yeah, I'm not warmed up enough to do that. Later. I'll show it again later. All right, up. Left side comes across at the chest and down on the right. Come back to center. Up along center line. Both hands press up. We have this in our Qigong sets. Palm supporting heaven. Alligator playing in the water. Turn the toes. Press out. Come around. Push. Pull down. Turn. Push again. Shift back. Left, right, center. Turn around, same thing on the other side. Palm up, 1. Palm out, 2. Turn it over, 3. Circle, hold fist. Double punch. Twin dragons come out of the cave. That's the name of that. That's the name of that move. All right, so I have some video of all of the individual names for this, and we will be going over them. Right now, we're going to focus on the movements. Hang on. Me getting coffee. Yeah, I'm checking for where my feet are. All right. Feet together. Stand straight. Salute. Shift the weight onto the right. Sink into the right leg. Press the left heel out. Turn the toes. Pull the right toes in. Out on the heel. Center. Bend the knees. Turn to the left. Both hands reach down. Pull up on the left side. Come across the center. Press down the right. Come back to center. Up along the center line. Press up. Palms face each other. Lao Gong connect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press out. 5. Down. Pull down. Turn around. Push. Pull down again. And the other side. Left. Right. Straight ahead. Turn around on the other side. Palm in. 2, 3. Circle. Double punch. It's a lot. This is advanced class. All right. Rest for a second. This will be repeated. All right, we're going to repeat this a few more times, so don't worry about it. The number of movements that, excuse me, the number of movements that I've given, the manner that I've just given them, And the expectation, I have every expectation that anybody watching this is more or less following me, because this is the advanced section, right? This is not the beginner section. So, there are a number of things that we want to pay attention to with the movements themselves, as well as with the internal work. I have not talked about the internal work. The movements themselves are enough right now. Let's do it again. And I'm going to split this up so that we'll have a little bit smaller plate, okay? The first movement, the first little segment that we're going to do is the opening, right? Salute, pull in, sink onto the right, press out the heel, turn, pull in on the toes, press out on the heel, open, come to center. Left side, come up across the center, down on the right, back to center, palms up, press up, 1, turn to the left, 2, turn to the right, 3, left, 4, right, 5, turn the toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good alignment, nice center, everything well placed. Just that much. Feet together, stand straight, salute, all the way onto the right, sink, open left, turn, pull in right, open, center, turn left, up, cross and down, center, press up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I'm going to do a couple of things to warm up my hips so that I can show you what I was talking about at the very beginning. And then I'm going to focus a little bit on what we're doing with this alligator swimming in the water and the opening. All right, so there's some energy behind it that we want to pay attention to. Yes, my prop. And there's also the use of the waist that we really want to pay attention to. All right, so you're welcome to join me for this. This is a set from traditional ballet, classical ballet. This is a plie and a grand plie. It's going to open up my hips so that I can show you what I'm doing with this set. All right? All right, so demi-plie, heels stay down. I'm going to step back. There we go. And yeah, you grab the chair if you want. You don't want to hold on to the chair, right? You just want something there that if you need it, you have it, and I might need it, so I've got it. All right? For the grand plie, that up and down thing doesn't always work for me. All right, and the little one, heels stay down, push down as much as you can, open the hip, knees stay over the toes, heels stay down. So you want to go as low as you possibly can go, and then go a little bit lower as long as your heels stay on the floor. And your heels start to come up, but you've gone too far. Keep them down. 2 more. And last time. And we're going to go all the way down. Now, this one, grand plie, all the way down. And I'm going to keep my chair handy here. All the way down. And the heels can't come up on this. And getting back up is where the chair comes in handy. All right, haven't done this in a while. There we go. And down. Up we go. That was better. All right. So I still had to use the chair, but my hips are warmed up now. Nobody is ever perfect 100% of the time. Ever. It don't happen. You get the most perfectest person out there that's on the TV and doing the Mega $1 Million stuff. They're never perfect all the time. Right? They practice. They practice a lot. And they get really good at stuff. You don't see the mistakes because they're not there to show them to you. I'm doing this live. You will see as I'm going through everything that I'm going through. You're going to see it. That's what I decided to do, and here we are. All right, with Wudang Taiji, as we open, we're here, stand straight, right? Salute. Sink into the right, press the left, open here, and come back to center. At this point, turn to the left, reach down. Yeah, it is all the way down. All right, and on the right. And try not to lean like I was doing. I was leaning a little bit more than I should have, and press up. All right. The idea, and this is pretty easy to see here, right? The idea, not too wide. As I turn, back should stay straight. No? Yes. That's about where I can get to without bending, without leaning forward. All right, so I've still got a little bit of work to do to strengthen the back and the hips. Open the hip, strengthen the legs, strengthen the back, pull up through the front. All of these things contribute to that being able to go up and down. Okay? If you are, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, that up and down is really easy. If you're 20-something, it's relatively easy. I'm not. I'm not. So, I know what this is. I know what I need to do. And not only have I done it, but I've coached others in how to do this. So it's not a question of, well, she can't do that. Well, it's a question of me being a little bit older and needing to practice a little bit more. So let's practice a little bit more. All right. The idea of doing a movement to its fullest extent is pervasive. We want to do that. We want to open the body and do those movements to the fullest extent that we can do them. There's certain things we have to pay attention to while we're doing that. But that's one of the goals of practice, is to keep the body open, limber, resilient, build the strength inside to do whatever we want to do when we decide we want to do it. There are limitations to that. we have to recognize what we are currently capable of doing. And I mean that literally, right now, this minute. What am I capable of doing right now? I can go and warm up a lot more thoroughly than what I've done so far. And I'm going to be capable of doing some things that I'm not capable of doing right this minute. Literally. As you practice, keep that in mind. There may be something that, you could do a whole lot better if you just, whatever it is. Cool. Keep that in mind. Don't make it a critique of now. Now I have these things I can do. I have these things that probably better not for me to do. Alright? Later on, I can do these things. That'd be great. That's the approach that I have, and that's the approach that I would like everybody that is following me to take, is that maybe not today, but tomorrow, or maybe not right now this morning, but maybe later this afternoon. Okay? Wudang Taiji, beginning section, up to this press out. Feet together, stand straight. Relax the body, relax the breath, fingertips down at your sides. I'll go through the standing litany another time. All the way down to the right. Sink. Open the left. Pull in. Turn. Center. Turn left. Down. Up along the center line. Down the right side. Up center. Press up. Turn left, right, left, right, left. Do it again. Feet together. Stand straight. Salute. Shift the weight on the right. Press the left heel out. Turn the toes. Pull in the right toes. Out on the heel. Center. Turn to the left. Up. Center. Down right. Up along center. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both hands press out. Don't forget to turn the toes. Okay. So normally at this point, I would turn around and I would see people going, okay. Or I would see a few stalwart souls who pretty much have it and would be looking around for, all right, now what do I do with that? Here's the answer. All right. So at the beginning, this is very straightforward. This is a standard salute and opening. As we step, we're going to sink here, press out the heel, turn the toes, pull in on the toes, press out on the heel. I'm now in a high horse stance. Okay. My turn here, turn the waist. And yes, it is a little bit like that. Turn. All of this is turning. Yes, look, that's exactly what's going on. Circle. Circle. Wudang has lots of circles. Up center. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, we can be prompt and sudden. Alright, so as we connect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright? Just that part. Stand straight. We've already done the opening. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. High horse stance. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, I did step. I did it again. Feet about shoulder width apart. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to come around to the other side. Alright. Do it again. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Press up. Left, right, left, right, left. Remember that in this form, the idea after here, we're going to turn around and go to the other side. So maintaining your weight is important. It is also important that we focus on bringing all of that effort, right? All of this that we're creating goes. Taiji, send out the energy. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send it out. This idea is, again, this idea of Taiji, generating the energy and then sending it out. Using the dynamic, the physical dynamic. This physics. It's not some let me say this another way. What we're paying attention to, what I'm asking you to pay attention to at this moment, there is internal work that is the province of traditional Chinese medicine that I am going to talk about, but I'm not talking about it right at this moment. I'm talking about physics, hard science, physics, not somebody's theory of, or, no, physics. What happens, what happens, you can try this at home, but use a cotton ball, don't use a rock. Okay? What happens if you take a slingshot, right, and you spin it, and then you let it go? What's supposed to happen? What you got in the slingshot is supposed to go in the direction that you sent it. That's what's supposed to happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Alright? As we stop, sort of, right? And again, if you were watching me do this, I'm deliberately stopping at this moment, right? What you see me do is to complete the move, work through the move, to begin the next. It doesn't just stop there. It ends there. That ending So, ending is here. Beginning of the next movement is here. Completion is here. Ending, completion. What you see on the outside at the end of the move is not the final part of that move. The energy extends. Just before that happens, I'm using my arm because I ain't got anything else to use. I had a whiteboard back behind me here. Alright, so just before that happens is the very beginning of the next move where you're going to turn around. If you are not prepared that the beginning of the next move is included in the ending of the previous move, you trip over it. Alright? You will trip over it. As we apply our internal energy to the move, we need to understand where and how we're going to use that energy. And again, I'm still back in mostly in physics. I'm forayed a little bit into the internal energy that we build, the chi that we build. But let's focus on just the physics, right? As I'm turning, I'm here. Left, right, left, right. Turn, 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 let it go. Take the idea, we're going to do this a couple of times. Take the idea of building, 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 let it go. Feet a little wider than shoulder width, stand straight. Knees bent. High horse stance. Palms up. Turn, 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 turn. Let it go. Again. Palms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That circle gives us a buildup of kinetic energy that we can use. All we have to do is let it go. Let's review real quick from the beginning, and I'm going to turn around and we'll do it together. Feet together, salute, stand straight, shift right, open left, pull it in, turn, left, center, right, up along the center line, press up. We're just going through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out to the left, down, pull a foot in, step out, down again, press out, shift back. 1. This foot comes across, both hands press out. Sweep to the other side. 2. Circle. 3. Down. Same move to the other side. 4. Alright? Try with me. It's a lot. Try with me. Feet together. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Shift the weight right.
open left, turn, pull in, right heel out, center, turn to the left, down on the left, up on the left, down on the right, up along the center line, press up, then left, right, left, and down. Turn the toes, shift back, press out, extend the right hand, down, turn the toes, press out, shift back, 1, 2, 3. Turn around on the other side, 4. Turn to the front, palm up, 1, 2, 3, circle, double punch. Relax. It's a lot. It is. It's a lot. There's a lot there. It's a pretty fair number of movements to follow, right? I'm not going to minimize that. Right? Advanced section. Right? Follow the moves. Pretty much. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. All right. We're going to do this one more time. One more time. Pay attention to your sequencing. Pay attention to the bigger circle. There's a lot of circles going on. Again, I'm going to talk about all of those. But right now, pay attention to the bigger circles so that you've got the connections between the movements. We have something to work with. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Fingertips down at the sides, relax. Salute. Shift the weight to the right. Sink. Press out. Turn the toes. Pull in. Press out. Turn the toes. Center. Left side. Up along the left. Center. Down the right. Come to center. Press up. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Shift back. Press out. Pull down. Turn. Push. Shift back. 1, 2, 3. Down. Up on the other side. 4. And come to center. 1, 2, 3. Circle. Double punch. Relax. Try again. I will be repeating this. This is this section I'm going to repeat. Several things within this. We just spent most of the class on this idea of the physics behind this one move. Building that kinetic energy and then releasing it. And then changing to the next. Being able to gather that energy, being able to direct it through the body, this is what I'm doing here, and release it, let it go. Whether you do that with the intent to just let it go, which is what I've asked for here. Build it up, build it up, build it up, let it go. Right? Intent is another topic for another day. I am going to talk about that. I have talked about it at length. And I'm going to talk about it a bit more. The intent behind what we're doing, how we do a movement, has a physical component. It has the physics component I'm talking about today. It has a physiological component. This is the body parts that are involved, right? It has that energy component that I'm talking about, and that comes partly from the physics and partly from your internal energy, the chi that we work with. As we combine all of those, we have opportunities to release it, emptying, conjure. We have opportunities to send it out, fajr. Send it out. Go that way. Go over there. Emptying. It's gone. These are different skills, different strengths in the tradition of Tai Chi practice. These are internal strengths. They're not, you can see what I just did. Maybe, I hope, in a video, I don't know, in person you could. But it's not something that is obvious. It's not something that, well, this movement is this thing, and this other movement is this other thing. No. We can do the same movements with different energy. And the same movement will have a different meaning. One more time, a little slower. Sequence. Try and pay attention to how the energy builds and is released through the form. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Shift right, sink, open left, turn the toes. Pull in, press out, center. Couple of spots I gave you the answer. Alright, so hit replay. Come back next week. We're going to do this again. Appreciate you being here today. I will be here with Wudang's 3 basic methods tomorrow, Xingyi on Thursday, and Qigong on Friday.